The world is fast changing and news breaks at lightning speed. Let us guide you through events and stories about global narratives and developments in geopolitics, diplomacy, foreign affairs, and world economy. Get factual and multi-angle perspectives on stories around the globe. Global Television brings you Diplomatic Perspective every Monday and Friday with Ramsey Enoch Agbo. Diplomatic Perspective, the world in front of you.
It's another beautiful day, and it's a special welcome to Diplomatic Perspective on Global Television. Today, we want to look at something very important. We've heard of security situations in the country times without number. What are the factors responsible for all of this? Can we say it is just an internal situation, or we still have external contribution? One of the things that has allegedly been looked at as a contributor to the security situation in this country is illegal mining. A lot of people have complained about the fact that foreigners have taken over the mining space in the country. How did we actually get to this position? How do they come into this country and assume this position? How do they know the locations where these natural resources are located, that they go about mining without proper documentation? My name is Ramsey Enoch Agbo, and of course, I have my guest joining me in the studio right here as we talk about this issue today. And my guest, as a matter of fact, is a security professional, and he is going to be talking to us about this illegal mining. We call it illegal. And why is it illegal? Of course, and does it really pose security threat? My guest today is Professor Abubakar Ibrahim. It's good to have you join us on the program Diplomatic Perspective today, Prof. All right, let's talk about the issue of illegal mining in Nigeria. What is illegal mining to get started with?
Illegal mining is an act perpetrated by unknown forces without credible authority in any given environment.
All right. We've had situations in the past, severally, where we have foreigners mining. You hear of Chinese nationals mining in this place. You hear people from other countries mining. Does this in any way pose threat to international relations in terms of security?
Yes. Well, if you go down the lane, they will tell you Nigeria is not a productive nation. Nobody is talking of the riches that Nigeria possesses. And these illegal activities or illegal mining has started since 18-something, around 1820, by the Portuguese, started by the Portuguese before the British came in and other nationals. Today, Chinese has taken over the space. But before the Chinese, we have the Portuguese, we have the Britons and other nationals before Chinese. But I was feeling that as at today, we have been able to say this is the close point because we are now more knowledgeable. But if you go into it from 1825 to today, Nigeria has lost trillions of dollars to illegal mining.
But then, these people coming into this country to mine without the government knowing, can we say the government, the authorities are not aware of this situation?
In a country where information dissemination is not fundamental, when people don't even know what they have in their possessions, what do you expect? The knowledgeable people takes over. Remember, we don't have any satellite that goes to know what mineral resources we have in different positions in the country. The foreigners has these satellites which tell them where and what you can get from various points in place. I can tell you that there is no mineral in the world that Nigeria don't have.
There's no mineral in the world that Nigeria doesn't have.
Yes.
But why are we not mining it? Because you always hear about illegal miners. And even these illegal miners come in to use Nigerians to do the mining. So why is the Nigerian government not taking advantage of these natural resources? Look at our economy today.
When the British, who colonized us, started mining tin and colobite in Plateau, they were using us till we now have the Nigerian Mining Corporation, when they know that we were already, the whole activity has already gotten. But then we have built a lot of wealth for them. Before we started the Enugu coal mine, the Portuguese and the Britons were already mining coal in Enugu for a long time. So what do we identify as people to say this is what we have, and this is the perspective, and this is the potentials we have to go through? So since 1825, for example, they have been mining in Nigeria illegally. I will tell you that in what Katsina and Zamfara has as gold deposit is more than what South Africa and Ghana has put together.
Just only Nigeria having all of that?
Yes, that is what we have. But do the governors, do the leaders of this state knows what they possess? I can tell you from diamond, from sapphire, from topaz, to emerald, to gold and the rest. They are all there in going to Nasarawa, going towards from Loko, crossing over to Benue. But where we call in Benue, where we call Obagaji and the rest. But do the Benue State and Nasarawa State people knows all about these deposits? Are we doing anything about them? No.
Are you sure they are aware?
That is why I said our leadership is a closed-net leadership. They are not open to discuss our prosperities.
But is this thing having effect on our economy? Because as it is right now, if we have what you're talking about, we shouldn't be where we are.
Very seriously, it has economic effect in our society. Before they started talking of lithium has been passing away from Idiroko and the rest down to export every day. Nobody knows that Ogun State has lithium. Nobody cares about what we have. The governors are just agitators who comes to collect federal allocations without being a productive state. These are the problems we have. So there is no corridor. A friend of mine came from Imo, and he said he has been going to collect barite from Plateau. And I said, but you have barite in very close to Olu, around Olu area in Imo State. So why are you coming down to the Plateau? He was shocked till I identify and show him where barite is in Imo. So these are the things we are. We put leadership, put people in the position of leadership who knows barely nothing to what Nigeria possesses.
But
even some of the agitation you are seeing today that we say there is hostility and some other issues in Nigeria also come from mining. Before now, people don't know a mineral called rhodium, which is one of the most expensive mineral in the world. We have all of that. We have platinum, we have californium, and one of the distinct things you have to see why this issue of Boko Haram is not getting to an end, an ISWAP, is because of coliformium. Because a little percentage of coliformium is worth about 68 million US dollars.
And it's in this country.
Yeah, in Yobe, down to some part of Gombe and Borno State, to some part of Adamawa, around that Michika Mubi area. So these are the things. To some extension, even to Taraba State. So when we have these deposits, what have we been able? Have we been able to identify where they are? And that is why I always sound it clearly that the poorest state in Nigeria can generate $200 billion.
The poorest state in the country.
Yes. And
the poorest state in the country can generate that big money.
Yes.
But does all of these things put together, does it contribute to the security situation that we are having in the country?
Yes, because the people who are doing this illegal mining are using the forces against the states. They know it's illegal, but they have to use forces against the states. So when they divert you, it is not something that started today. It even started in the Niger Delta region where the oil deposit was flowing. Aided by Shell, Ajib, Chevron, Mobil, ExxonMobil, Adas Petroleum, and the rest, they were all aiding these things because when they divert the attention of people through oil spillage, then they steal our oil and go away. So the same thing has come down here when you find out that if we put, if we just say we want to sell only oil, in the south we have 9 states that are oil producing states. We have Abia State, we have Akwa Ibom, we have Cross River, we have Imo, we have Rivers, we have Bayelsa, we have Delta, we have Edo, we have Ondo. In the north, if we want to count oil producing states too, we can talk of we are supposed to be talking of Borno, Adamawa, Taraba, Bauchi. We talk of Nasarawa State. We come down to Benue State. We talk of Kogi State. We talk of Niger and Kebbi State. But how many people know that there are oils in these states in the north? So this is the kind of society we are living when we don't know what is in our corridors.
But let me, I'm still trying to find a common ground to this whole situation. If we are this rich, all right, and of course we are having internal security crisis all over because, and even international, these illegal miners are posing international security to the nation. Now, let's look at it from the area of the people coming into this country, all right, to do this mining. Why not do a collaboration with the country instead of just coming to do it illegally? Are we trying to say Nigeria is a porous country?
Yeah, the thing is that I cannot exploit you when you know your stand. I cannot manipulate you when you know what you stand for. So the international perspective and trade system is to manipulate. So I compromise your security to get what I want. Because if I come to you and I said, you can do it this way, you are going to sell that product to me at the international market price. But if I come to you and you don't know what it is all about, what are you going to do? you are going to buy that product at a cheaper rate.
Because you don't know the value.
Because you don't know.
This is
So
exploitation.
if you see somebody that has californium, for example, in Yobe, and he brings it here, something that in the international market is going to sell for $68 million US dollars, he will sell it for $100,000. As far as it's concerned, he has made some money.
Because they don't even know the worth.
Because they don't know it. So these are the things that the international community capitalize on. So take, for example, when you have a Lebanese coming to Nigeria, maybe he came with just one handbag. See him in the next 1 year. It's already a boss to so many Nigerians. That is even a Lebanese, the Indians, the Chinese. We even use our police to escort them.
Oh my God.
So these are the things. So what did the policeman knows about productive security? What do they know about industrial security? What do they know about productive espionage? What do they know about industrial espionage? What do they know about environmental espionage? They don't know all these things. So we are quick to approve for them details, security details who are policemen that are not trained in some core areas. And that is not accorded to us in their own country. So you can see that self-esteem, inferiority complex, and other complex issues are the threat that has killed our viable areas.
All right, let's go on a quick break. After this break, we'll return. And of course, we'll look at other issues.
The world is fast changing and news breaks at lightning speed. Let us guide you through events and stories about global narratives and developments in geopolitics, diplomacy, foreign affairs, and world economy. Get factual and multi-angle perspectives on stories around the globe. Global Television brings you Diplomatic Perspective every Monday and Friday with Ramsey Enoch Agbo. Diplomatic Perspective, the world in front of you.
Well, welcome back from that break. It is still, of course, Diplomatic Perspective. We're looking at international relations and, of course, mirroring foreigners' illegal mining in Nigeria. Instead of building a robust relationship, we see these things resulting to so many things affecting the economy of Nigeria and, of course, posing threats to some parts of this country. And, of course, Prof have already talked about the fact that, well, this is resulting to a whole lot in the country. But then, can we say Nigerians are ignorant of the fact that these natural resources exist? Okay, let's get to talk about the signing of partnership, all right? Talking about signing of a partnership, collaboration, Nigeria collaborating with other countries as it has to do with our democracy or other things that will boost diplomacy. What do you think? How far is the Nigerian side? Because there is a signing, okay, of a partnership agreement. The ceremony, the signing happened at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Now, what can you say about a partnership between Nigeria and other countries?
Well, the partnership, this talking of partnership and cooperations on trade. So what are we trading? What is Nigeria trading? Because, well, to me, we don't have anything we are trading on. So why are we signing a partnership agreement We are signing a partnership agreement that is not of benefit to us, because we are still remaining a consuming nation. We are not productive. We are not industrialized. So, do we continue to become a consuming nation? With our population, being a consuming nation means that a lot of countries are benefiting through the trade part. I think the only thing we are doing is we are opening our doors for more trade avenues that affect our economy. So, what is the only benefit? The only benefit is that we have duties to collect for those who are importing. So, apart from import duty, where the customs benefit from, it has no impact on the general line of economy for our people. So when you look at business and economic security, you find out that what we are just doing is trade. With the part we are signing is for trade. So who are trading with us? So do we continue to become a consuming nation? So till we learn that we shouldn't be a consuming nation, we still have to face the crisis we are facing.
But what do you think about collaboration? Because we have a lot of issues with governance in Nigeria. What do you think about democratic collaborations and partnership with, let's say, for instance, UNDP, United Nations Development Programs? Yes.
So if you look at the United Nations Development Program, and you look at what we are facing as Nigerians, and you look at the riches Nigeria has, we are not supposed to be where we are today. The United Nations, I've said it before, that we are supposed to excuse ourselves from some of these unions and some of these organizations.
We need to have a direction, which is very important. And as a matter of fact, having direction will help us do a whole lot. A very big thank you to you, Prof, for joining us. I wish we'll have time to look at other things. But now we will look at some statements, of course, another perspective coming from the Minister of Foreign Affairs in the person of Ambassador Yusuf Tuga.
We're profoundly grateful. The RPD is more than a policy instrument. It is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's contribution and indeed Nigeria's gift to the strengthening and flourishing of democracy in Africa. The Secretariat of the RPD will be hosted here in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, while its technical team will operate from the office of the UN Resident Coordinator in Abuja. This arrangement is intended to guarantee program neutrality, operational continuity, and broad inclusiveness. Through this framework, we seek to not only strengthen electoral institutions, deploy early warning and rapid response mechanisms against unconstitutional transitions, but also elevate youth and civil society as indispensable democratic actors.
Well, that is from the Minister, first in the person of Ambassador Yusuf Tuga. We've heard from him, and of course, that is another perspective to what Prof actually explained to us, as it has to do with this partnership and, of course, collaboration and the signings that has been done as it has to do with governance, democracy in Nigeria. Many thanks for joining us today on the program. This is the size of Diplomatic Perspective today. We'll come on your way again next time for another edition. Have a beautiful day. My name is Ramsey Enoch Agbo. Bye-bye for now.